Hello everyone, Josh first back again, bringing you guys some more Shining Beyond. Now, this is pretty important news. I wanted to make this video earlier in the day, I just did not have time to fit it in, but this is very important because this is going to be a kind of an FAQ that they did earlier in the day for the open beta test servers versus the new up and coming global servers that'll be here in about roughly 1 hour from recording this video, bearing in mind there's no delays. So we're going to go ahead and read over this information and then talk about it briefly at the end. Definitely stay tuned because if you're a new player, you're definitely going to want to know this information because it is very important to you and you specifically. Alright, so dear adventurers, thank you so much for your support and love while journeying with us in the past 3 months of open beta tests. We couldn't have gotten this far without your encouragement and valuable support, or valuable feedback rather. All of your voices were heard and the devs here at Braves take each of your feedback very seriously. We've noticed that some of the OBT players have expressed concerns about the beta server and their progress on this server. As the studio, we wish to let all players know that we value every beta player and our top priority is to ensure that each player has an optimal playing experience. Please find our response to the most frequently asked server related questions, and of course that'll be below here. Let's go ahead and read some of these. Number 1. What will happen to our OBT progress during global launch? As we've promised, at the beginning of OBT, all of your game progress will be carried over to the G1 Erathos server during the game's global launch. You'll be able to continue your adventure in Feldria with your current account and game data. Now, that is very important because that is server 1, G1. So if you are a new player and you go to G1, if they don't mark it in the game saying that this is the beta server or give you any other kind of hint that that is not the actual technical new server, new players will jump into that server and be upwards of 3 months behind other players in that server. So keep that in mind, guys. If you're a new player and you want to get on equal footing, you want to start on server 2, but we'll keep going. Number 2, will there be a new server for global players? Yes, a new global server G2 Brandvius server will be made available on launch day. New global players are free to choose which server they wish to play in. So obviously, if you're a new player, I would recommend highly that you go to server 2. I know this is kind of weird from the norm, but yes, new players should go to the second server instead of the first one. Number 3. I wish to play on the new server. What should I do? For OBT players, your progress will continue on G1. The OBT's beta server will be renamed to G1 Erathos server on launch day. After maintenance on launch day, should you wish to start afresh, you may start a new journey on the G2 Brandvius server using your existing login details. So basically, they're just saying that you could play on both servers if you'd like, under the same account. Number 4. I wish to stay on the current server. Will there be a server merge? They basically just kind of go in there and say that they don't wish to do any kind of server merges at this time. Just a little TLDR there. They do plan, though, to possibly do server merges in the future if it's warranted, if they feel the need that it needs to be done. They're also planning on doing cross-server enableization later on, so that would be great as well, so you can kind of play with other players from other servers to kind of feel more connected, kind of similar to how they do right now with Goddess of Genesis S. And then they go on to kind of talk about some of the rewards and stuff for participating in OBT, which is fair because they did play the beta test. They were some of the most responsible people in terms of getting the game on the right track, giving feedback, testing out bugs, etc., etc. So it is good to reward the beta players with like cosmetics or, you know, some kind of like avatar banners or whatever, just to kind of establish that, hey, they tested the game out and they're part of the reason why the game is good today. So that's all well and good. And then in final conclusion here, it says during the past 3 months, our active and supportive player community has given us so much in love and support. It was a pleasure to have you journey with us during our open beta, and we cannot thank you enough. Your gaming experience is our utmost consideration, and the Shining Beyond team will always be here at your service. We can't wait to share more of what Shining Beyond has to offer in the months and years to come. I love that they say years to come because that tells me they have long-term goals. GOG. I love that. I love it when a developer comes out with a staff member, representative of the company, anybody that somehow is a higher up in position of power, comes out and says, we want to offer this game for not only months, but years. So that to me is a green light. You know, I like to see things like that, and I do love that they're very responsive and they're very dedicated to their own Discord. They're actually communicating. They have moderators that are active and talk to people like human beings, not bot messages. You love to see it, okay, guys? So this is a big update. Again, just to rehash quickly, if you are new, play on server 2. If you are a beta user and you want to keep your account and continue to play on it, you use server 1. So there you guys go. That's the update. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe, check notifications, and get excited. The game will be out in about an hour after recording this video, so get ready. If you're going to re-roll, good luck. If not, carry on with your adventure, and I hope to see you guys in the game soon. Until next time, as always, peace.